Well, good evening and welcome to the Wausau East Gym and high school boys basketball tonight on Zaleski Sports in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. The Wausau East Lumberjacks taking on the Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Raiders. I'm Tom King, Ryan Rasmussen, my producer-engineer tonight as we get set for this conference matchup with two teams that have been struggling with the win-losses records this year. Wisconsin Rapids comes in losing 3 in a row. They are 0-6 in the Wisconsin Valley Conference, 3-13 overall. For the Lumberjacks, 2-3 in the conference and 4-12 overall. And this is the second night of a back-to-back for them. They lost a Marathon here at the East Gym last night by 4, 58-54. Our pregame show is brought to you by Auto Select, located on Schofield Avenue in Weston. They've been providing dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years. With a 3-year nationwide warranty and free roadside assistance at Auto Select, you're good to go. That's Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston and also Highway 10 East and Church Street in Stevens Point. Other boys matchups in the Valley tonight. Marshfield is at D.C. Everest in a big game there. And Stevens Point at home against Wausau West tonight. Wausau Newman's on the road at Prentice in the Great Northern Conference. Mosenee's at Medford. Mosenee a chance to win the conference title there. Tomahawks at Merrill. Rhinelander at Northland Pines. Lakeland at Antigo. We'll take a break, come back with the starting lineups and the national anthem. When we return, you're watching boys basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
Tom King back here at the East Gym as we get set for the national anthem here. We're a little bit late getting going. The JV games were a little bit long, and it was senior night, or it is senior night here tonight. The Wausau East seniors, only 3 of them, plus one of their managers, were introduced before the game. Robbie and Julie, Miles Casey, Tayshawn Williams, and manager Connor Machi were recognized by the crowd on senior night. We'll take a listen to the national anthem. We'll get the starting lineups and get set to go here. Starting lineups for tonight, first of all, for the visitors from Wisconsin Rapids, it'll be 5'11 junior Zach Mansell, 5'11 sophomore Walker Schmidt, 6' senior Kobe Verhulst, 6'3 senior Brody Gilbertson, the leading scorer for Wisconsin Rapids. He comes in averaging 25.7 points per game. And the other starter, 6'2 junior Peyton Roosh for head coach Phil Jagalo. For the Lumberjacks, it'll be 6'1 senior Miles Casey, 6'8 senior Robbie and Julie, 6'7 senior Tayshawn Williams, 6'1 junior Xander Klein, and 6'4 sophomore Connor Lemerand for head coach Dan Garrett. Once again, our pregame show brought to you by Auto Select, located on Schofield Avenue in Weston. At Auto Select, you're good to go. That's Auto Select, Schofield Avenue in Weston, also Highway 10 East and Church Street in Stevens Point. Rapids in red tonight with the white trim. East is in their home whites with the red and black trim. And Julie, the leading scorer for East, he comes in averaging 16.9 points and 8.2 rebounds a game. Xander Klein averaging 11.5 points a game for the Lumberjacks. East is in the middle of a middle game of a 3-game-in-a-row set. They played Marathon last night, and tomorrow afternoon they're heading down south to Monona Grove outside Madison to play a game. Not often you see a high school team play 3 games in a row. I believe the Marathon game last night was a makeup from an earlier date that was canceled because of the snow and the cold. So Tayshawn Williams is going to jump it up against Brody Gilbertson, and we'll get set to go here. And we're underway. Lumberjacks have the first possession. They get it into the front court. Casey's got it. Quickly down low to Anjuli. Goes hard to the basket. Got tied up. Fought through the contact. Puts it up and in. Gilbertson's going to bring it up against pressure. Now they're going to have to hurry it a bit, and they will get it into the front court. Zach Mansell bounce pass to the wing. 3-ball launch from there. That's a little hard, no good. Casey with the rebound. East front court. And Julie outside the arc. They find Lemeran, and Lemeran underneath. He missed the shot. Got his own rebound. Fights through contact. And now feeds Anjuli in the lane, and he gets knocked down. They're going to get a foul on Brody Gilbertson. Non-shooting foul. Lumberjacks will inbound it. They loft it in. Xander Klein with it. Goes baseline. Beat his man. Lays it off the glass. Up and in. 4-0 East. Mansell front court. And it's knocked out of bounds. Lemeran touched it last. Rapids will have it. Zach Mansell will look to get it in. Does into the backcourt to Walker Schmidt. Schmidt feeds it over to Mansell in the corner. 3-ball launch from there. That's an air ball for Verholst. And he's back the other way. And Julie in the lane has it knocked away, and now he gets it back. A lot of contact. They let him play on. Casey, a little floater in the lane. That's no good. Lemeran, the rebound, and a foul. Connor Lemeran working the offensive glass, gets the foul. Boy, a lot of contact in these opening possessions here that they're letting him play through. And Lemeran did get an offensive board and drew a foul, so he'll get a chance at the Serve Pro free throw line. And he knocks it down. 3-point play for Connor Lemeran. Serve Pro for the number one choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. Full court pressure by the Lumberjacks. They lead it 7-0. Walker Schmidt. They break pressure. They get it underneath. Too far underneath. Couldn't take a shot. Get it back outside. Here's Gilbertson. He's open for three, and he knocks it down. Rapids really needed that. Brody Gilbertson hits his first shot of the game. It's a three-pointer. Xander Klein on the dribble. And Julie left wing. Trying to post up Williams down low. Instead, Anjuli will kick it back outside to Casey. Now they're trying to post up Anjuli underneath. Gilbertson's on him. Here's Klein with a long three. That's going to be short. Rapids with the rebound. Gilbertson. Front court to Schmidt. Gilbertson gets it back. Cutter inside. It's knocked away. Telegraphed the pass. Rapids turns it over. They get it ahead to Lemeran. Rapids is going to steal the ball right back. Dueling turnovers. Raiders back the other way. Front court, Gilbertson. Skip pass over to Mansell in the corner. Here's a 3-ball launched. That's too hard, no good. Rebound grabbed by Xander Klein. They get it into Lemeran. They're going to get an offensive foul. Illegal screen called against, I think they got Tayshawn Williams. It is going to be on Williams, his first on the moving screen. So Rapids will get the ball back here. Lumberjacks lead at 7-3. Foundation Finance, one of our great sponsors. Start a job making the money you need with flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group with full-time benefits that start on day one. Learn more at foundationfinance.com. Rapids breaks the pressure, front court. Mansell's got it. Wants to go baseline. That's cut off. Try to kick it back outside. Goes off the hands of Case Poteet. He just came into the game, ball knocked out of bounds, and he last touched it, so East will have it on the turnover. Casey, front court. Going to pull up and shoot a three, and got it. Miles Casey knocks down a three-pointer for the Lumberjacks, and they lead it by 7, 10-3. And now near turnover, Rapids breaks pressure. They get it underneath, and they get the layup. That time they found Peyton Roosh underneath, and he gets the hoop as they broke the pressure there, 10-5. Xander Klein to Casey. And Julie at the elbow, looks for a cutter. To the wing, Klein's open for three. Yes, Xander Klein buries the three, bottom of the net. He's got 5 points, 13-5 Lumberjacks. Rapids breaking this pressure as Gilbertson still in the back court with it. Now they get it ahead. Schmidt back to Gilbertson. To the corner. Gilbertson gets it back. He wants to drive, and he's going to get fouled. Took that Euro step, and he drew a foul, and Brody Gilbertson's going to head to the Serve Pro free throw line. He's going to get 2 shots here. The foul was called on Robbie and Julie. Gilbertson's free throw rims out. He'll get another one. Colby Dix is going to come into the game for Rapids, a 6'4 junior. Second free throw up and in. Gilbertson got 1 of 2, and it's 13-6. Klein front court. Lemerand on the wing. Ethan Lobnow is in the game for the Lumberjacks. Lemerand's going to take it to the basket, but dribbled it off his foot and turned it over. Gilbertson front court, Walker Schmidt. Gilbertson's going to drive again, now feed it inside. Too far under the basket, though, to do anything with it, and a turnover as Lobnow comes away with the steal. They get it ahead, Lemerand. His path was cut off, ball knocked out of bounds, last touch by Rapids. East will keep it. Our game brought to you by Design Theory 19. Your home is the heart of your best moments. Make it uniquely yours with Design Theory 19. Visit them in downtown Wausau or online at designtheory19.com. Design Theory 19, where dreams become design. They loft it over the top to Angeli. He misses the bunny inside. And Rapids with the rebound. Gilbertson with it. A long three. That's short for Schmidt. And the rebound comes away to the Lumberjacks. Klein's got it. Gets it ahead, Casey. To Anjuli. Klein thought about the three instead of the wing. Casey's going to launch from out there. That's too long, no good. Rapids with the rebound. Raiders want to run. Here they come. They give it to Gilbertson, right back to Mansell. He's going to shoot a long three and buried it. Zach Mansell. Couple of steps behind the line for that one at the top of the key. It's 13-9. Rapids has fought their way back into this thing. Casey goes baseline, hangs in the air, puts up a shot, no, but a foul, and he'll go to the line. Miles Casey attacked the double team there and drew the foul. They're going to get Colby Dix on the foul. And Miles Casey will shoot 2 here at the Serve Pro free throw line. First one's up and in. Case Poteet checks back in for Rapids. Eli Haynes checks in for the Lumberjacks, freshman. He had over 20 points in the JV game tonight. And I think just one half of basketball. He was draining threes all over the place. East JV's won. They had a whole bunch of threes in that victory. Second free throw was no good for Casey. Rapids with it. They feed a cutter to the basket, blocked by Anjuli. Here comes Klein back the other way. Lobnow's going to launch. In, rimmed out, no good. Gilbertson might have got away with a push-off. They feed inside. Another shot blocked, but they're going to get a foul on Miles Casey. And it's going to be Colby Dix who will head to the free throw line and shoot 2 at the Serve Pro free throw line. First foul on Casey. And the free throw is up and in. Second free throw good as well. He got them both. 14-11. Rapids has cut the deficit to 3. Lopno, left wing, gets a screen to the free throw line. Gives it to Casey. Trying to post up Angeli down low. Here's a long 3 from Klein out on top. That's short, and Julie pulls away the rebound. Casey launches. That's in and out, no good. Rapids the rebound this time. Top of the key, Walker Schmidt. He's playing a zone here now. Here's a long 3. That's up and in. Zach Mansell knocks down his second 3 of the night, and we're tied at 14. What a comeback. Here's Hainish trying to answer, and he will. Eli Hainish picks up where he left off in the JV game, knocks down a 3, 17-14 Lumberjacks. Gilbertson. Double team comes, he kicks it back outside. Gilbertson, here comes the double team. He dribbles away from it to the wing. Colby Dix. Walker Schmidt will back it out, give it to Gilbertson. In the corner with it. Rapids being very patient this possession. Gilbertson bullet pass, that's knocked away. Hainish got a hand on that, knocked it out of bounds. It'll remain Rapids basketball. Mick Thomas is going to check in for East. Coming in for Wisconsin Rapids, Peyton Roosh comes back in the game. And also Kobe Verhulst back in. Great Lakes Cheese, one of our great sponsors. If you're looking for a workplace that invests in you, join the Wausau team at Great Lakes Cheese, a place where people matter and careers are built to last. With competitive pay and benefits and a workplace culture that feels like home, there's never been a better time to learn and apply at GreatLakesCheese.com. 3 ball for Wisconsin Rapids, and they've tied it up again at 17. And Julie hands it off. Hainish. Now Lopnow open for 3 off a screen. That bricks off, no good. And Julie kept it alive. Hainish gets the rebound, puts it up and in. Eli Hainish, 5 points here in the first half. Lumberjacks by 2, 19-17. Mansell for 3. Got it. Zach Mansell with 3 threes here. 20-19. Rapids by 1. Xander Klein crosses over the dribble, pulls up, shoots on the baseline, left it a little bit short. Rapids with the rebound. .9:04 to play first half. 1 point game. Long 3 ball for Gilbertson. That misses badly. Hainish with the rebound. Hainish, the freshman in the front court to Klein. Down low to Anjuli. He backs in. Lost the handle on his dribble. Gets it back. Going to take it in, throw up a floater, up and in. Anjuli with his second point of the night, and we get a foul on top of that. I think we got a flopping warning against Rapids. One of the players from Rapids got a warning for flopping here. 21-20, Lumberjacks by 1. Tayshawn Williams back in the game. Connor Lemerin back in as well. Mansell lost the handle on it, gets it back. Catch and shoot 3, that's going to be short. Klein comes away with the rebound on the miss by Roosh. Lumberjacks with it. Hainish lost the handle on it. Mick Thomas comes away with it. He wants to go baseline, pulls up, shoots. Rimmed out, no good. Rapids gets the rebound. Gilbertson gets it down low, reversed shot blocked. Oh, they're going to get a foul. Lumberjacks lead the league in blocked shots. They got another one there, but they're going to say he got him with the body, I think. And it's going to be Peyton Roosh at the line to shoot 2 here at the Serve Pro free throw line. Foul was called on Hainish. That's his first. First one's up and in. We're tied at 21. Our game brought to you by Peterson Kramer Funeral Home, committed to providing personal and compassionate care for each customer. Let Peterson Kramer Funeral Home step up for you in your time of need. Miles Casey back in the game for the Lumberjacks after a quick rest. Second free throw for Roosh is up and in. Nick Thomas, catch and shoot 3. Off, no good. Rapids with the rebound. Here comes Gilbertson. We're going to get a blocking foul called on Mick Thomas. Non-shooting foul. Rapids will inbound it. It is the 5th team foul on East. Mansell, front court. Kobe Verhulst. Now the ball knocked away. It's loose. Rapids comes away with the loose ball. And we get a traveling violation first before the pass. Rapids turns it over for the 4th time. East will get it back here, trailing by 1. Substitution, Walker Schmidt coming back into the game for the Raiders. Verhulst will come out. Been an extended period of play here. We haven't had a break yet this first half. Here's a Casey off the glass. Nice kiss off the glass for Miles Casey. He's got 6. Lumberjacks regain the lead by 1, 23-22. Rapids breaks the pressure. Gilbertson front court. Lofts it high for Walker Schmidt. He hands it off to Mansell. Back out on top. Gilbertson thought about the 3. Thomas comes out to play him. He's staying in that 2-1-2 zone. Gilbertson thought about a really long 3. Instead, he's going to advance it a little bit. Now kick it to the wing. Mansell's going to launch. That's going to be off the mark. Might have been partially blocked. Lemerant comes away with it. They get it ahead. Hainish, bounce pass down low to Williams. Shot blocked, but he's fouled and will go to the line. Tayshawn Williams will shoot 2 at the Serve Pro free throw line with 6:42 to play here in the first half. First free throw for Williams is up and in. First point of the night for Tayshawn. 24-22. Carter Braun checks in for Rapids. Also coming in, Case Poteet back in. Second foul shot coming up for Williams. It's off, no good. Rapids with the rebound. They get the pass ahead. Braun with it. Gilbertson's tried to spin. Williams stayed in front of it, blocked the shot. They're going to call that foul. That was a flop. Clearly a flop by Brody Gilbertson. Williams blocked the shot. East crowd doesn't like that, and I don't blame him. I don't think Williams was anywhere close to touching the body of Gilbertson there. He fell down, and they gave him 3 free throws. So Gilbertson at the Serve Pro free throw line. First one's up and in. And Julie's going to check back in. Xander Klein coming back in as well. So all 3 seniors on the floor again together on senior night. That was the second foul on Tayshawn Williams. Gilbertson hits the free throws. And we're tied at 24. Ball knocked out of bounds by Rapids. East will keep it. They get it in. Tayshawn Williams hands it off to Casey. Casey drives in, hangs, floater. Off the rim, no good. Lemerand with the rebound, put back up and in. Connor Lemerand working the glass. Gets the rebound and the hoop. 26-24, Lumberjacks. Walker Schmidt brings it across the timeline for the Raiders. We're down to 5:45 to play here in the first half. We haven't had a timeout yet. Gilbertson thought about the three. Instead, Mansell for three from the corner. Too hard, no good. Lemerand with another rebound. Mansell hit his first 3 threes, and now he's missed his last 2. Casey on the dribble. Gets a screen from Williams. Tried to feed it to Klein. It's knocked away, and Julie runs it down. He's going to take it to the basket. Puts it up. No, but a foul, and he'll head to the line. Or are they going to say it was before the shot? They're going to say before the shot, so East will inbound it here. Foul was called on Zach Mansell, his first. They get it in. Lemerand's going to launch a 3. And he got it. Connor Lemerand having a big first half. He's got 8 points and a bunch of rebounds as well, playing very well. And now we're going to get a timeout called by Wisconsin Rapids. We'll take one as well. Back in a moment. You're watching high school boys basketball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
And we're back here at the East Gym. Lumberjacks leading by 4, 28-24. 5:08 to play here in the first half. Rapids will have the basketball out of the timeout. East is going to pressure the ball in the backcourt. They get it to Schmidt. East immediately goes back into that zone. Poked away by Williams, and they're going to get a foul on Tayshawn Williams, and that's going to be 3. He tried to poke the ball away, and he's going to pick up his 3rd foul in the process. And he's going to have to take a seat here, you would think. And bonus free throws coming. Brody Gilbertson will head to the line, the Serve Pro free throw line, for a 1-and-1 here. First one's up and in. Our game brought to you in part by France Propane, your locally owned and operated complete service propane company. They've served all of central Wisconsin for over 2 generations. Learn more at francepropane.com. Gilbertson hits them both. He's 6 out of 7 from the line here in the first half. Eli Hainish is going to come back into the game for Tayshawn Williams, who will sit down with those 3 fouls. Xander Klein will walk it into the front court. And Julie way outside. Hainish gets it left side. And he got away with carrying the basketball right there. Casey's going to drive, feeds it in to Klein. Nice no-look pass from Miles Casey to Xander Klein, who gets the layup. 30-26. East by 4. Gilbertson. Now it's Schmidt. Ball knocked away. Rapids able to maintain possession. Gilbertson feeds it inside to the basket. Shot blocked again. Rebound, put back up and in. Roosh had his shot blocked, but he got his own rebound and put it up and in. 30-28, 2-point game. Lemerand, right wing, back outside to Anjuli. He's going to put it on the floor, gets it poked away. Klein comes away with it. They get it to Lemerand. Step back 3 for Connor. He got another one. Second three of the night for Connor Lemerand, who's having a big first half. 32-28 East. And now we're going to get a carry of the basketball on Zach Mansell. Fifth turnover on Wisconsin Rapids. Kobe Verhulst is going to check back in for the Raiders. I've got the Lumberjacks for only 2 turnovers so far here tonight. And Julie right wing to Hainish. Lofts it over to the top. Lemerand catches, missed the shot though. And the rebound comes away to Lincoln. They get it ahead, 3-ball launch from the corner, and that's a little bit off, no good, and Julie pulls away the rebound on the miss by Mansell. Now a long pass ahead, and we're going to get a foul called on Miles Casey, I believe. And Rapids is going to go back to the free throw line here with 3:30 to play. It'll be Walker Schmidt at the Serve Pro free throw line. Rapids still has a foul to give here. Schmidt will shoot a 1-and-1. It's up and in. First point of the night for Walker Schmidt. He'll get one more. That rimmed off, no good. Lemerand pulls away the rebound. Klein front court. Hainish, he's going to launch a long three. Little short, no good. We're going to get a foul called underneath. Mansell battling for position, pushed Angeli out of the way. And so Mansell's going to pick up his second foul. Non-shooting foul. East will inbound it here. Casey will look to inbound it. And Julie puts it on the floor. Nice move to the basket, leans in, no, but a foul, and Robbie and Julie will head to the free throw line. Foul was called on Brody Gilbertson. That's 2 on him. So now we'll see if Phil Jagalo has a decision to make whether he keeps Gilbertson on the floor here. And Julie's first free throw is up and in. 34-29, East by 5. Now one of the officials is at the scorer's table talking to the official scorer about something, trying to figure out who that foul was on. Yeah, they gave that foul to Gilbertson. I think it was on Mansell. Mansell was the one who pushed and Julie out of the way. If they're changing that, I think that's right. That foul should have been called on Zach Mansell. I think he was the one that. Second free throw for Angeli's no good. Now we get a whistle. Now they're still going to talk about, I think, the foul situation. Yeah, they're asking how many fouls does Gilbertson have, I think, and the official is saying 1. So they got that right. Mansell will bring it ahead. It's a 5-point lead here for the Lumberjacks with 3:06 to play first half. Schmidt gives it off to Mansell. Kobe Van Verhulst, and now an overplay to steal by Hainish. Hainish to Casey. Now Lemerand top of the key. Swings it. Klein, baseline. And we're going to get a hand check foul called on Walker Schmidt. And that's going to be 17 fouls, and that's going to send East to the free throw line for the bonus here. It'll be Xander Klein at the Serve Pro free throw line for a 1-and-1. We're going to have to do a lot of catching up with the commercials tonight with only one break so far in the first half. He misses the front end of a 1-and-1, and now we're going to get a foul called on East in the battle for the rebound. They're going to call that on Robbie Angeli. That's his second. And Rapids goes back to the free throw line. So this 2:37 left in the first half could be a continuous march to the free throw line. Both teams are in the bonus. The next foul on East will put Rapids in the double bonus. Verhulst misses the front end of a 1-and-1, and Julie pulls away the rebound. Klein, front court. Casey comes out to grab it. Gets a screen from Angeli. They had the pick and roll there. Instead, Casey feeds it inside to Klein, who put it up and in. Casey feeding Klein for the hoop, 36-29. Pressure. Rapids able to get it in the front court to Gilbertson. He's going to split two defenders off the glass, up and in. Tough shot for Brody Gilbertson. He got it to go. 36-31. Hainish left open. He's going to shoot a three. That's going to be off the mark. No good. Rebound grabbed by Lemoran. We're going to get a whistle and a foul called on Rapids in the battle for the loose ball, I believe. Connor Lemoran is going to go to the Serve Pro free throw line here. Foul is going to be called on Verhulst, and I believe is that three on him? They've got three on the board. So Connor Lemoran trying to add to his big first half here. Misses the front end of a 1-and-1. Lumberjacks have missed a couple of those, so have Rapids. Spin move by Gilbertson, tries to shoot it over the top, missed it. Rebound loose, Rapids with an offensive board. That's blocked. It's loose again, and then Hainish comes away with it. Couple of blocked shots as the Lumberjacks continue to lead the conference in that category. They loft it down low to Angeli, and he is pushed, and that's going to be on Mansell, and that'll be, well, let's see how many that's going to be on him. Going to be 3 fouls on Zach Mansell. And Julie at the line. First one's up and in. 37-31, 6-point lead for the Lumberjacks. 1:26 to play here in the first half. Second one's up and in as well. I'm not sure I've had a game this year where there's only been one break in the first half. The coaches are letting them play here tonight. Rapids still in the backcourt with it. Gilbertson gets it ahead. Bullet pass inside, reverse, missed the shot. Ball is loose though, and then put back up and in by Mansell. Both Lumberjacks overran the basketball, and it was sitting there for anyone to grab. Rapids gets the offensive rebound in the putback. Hainish tries to answer. His shot is blocked. And here comes Gilbertson back the other way. Underlays though, and Angeli pulls away the rebound. And Julie feeds it off to Lemoran, up and in off the glass. Connor Lemoran on the assist from Angeli. 40-33, 7-point game. Gilbertson front court, 36 seconds to play in the half. Gilbertson to the corner. Schmidt. Bounce pass inside, nice pass, and they'll get a layup for Colby Dix. 40-35, 18 seconds. Let's see if East wants to play for one here. I would imagine they will. Klein, pick and roll. They had Angeli, didn't get him the ball. Skip pass cross court. Lemoran's feeling it for three. Off, no good. Rapids with the rebound. 2 seconds. One to the basket. Ball knocked away by Casey. Casey just poked that away as the Rapids player was going in for a layup, and that's how this first half is going to come to an end with the Lumberjacks up by 5. 40-35. Our halftime report is brought to you by Innovative Health, and when we come back, we'll give you the numbers from the first half, and we'll talk about some adjustments these teams need to make. We'll do that when we return. You're watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
If the check engine light comes on in your car, do you address it or hope it goes away on its own? Pain is your body's check engine light signaling that something isn't right. Innovative Health in Weston can help identify and fix the aches and pains of everyday life. We deliver effective chiropractic care for every joint in your body, from your neck to your back to your knees and feet. With 4 doctors on staff and advanced treatment options, we've been consistently voted a top chiropractic and sports medicine clinic in central Wisconsin. Whether you're a high school athlete, a pregnant mom, or just feeling the wear and tear of life, give us a call at Innovative Health in Weston today.
Feel better, live better, Innovative Health.
Tom King back here at the East Gym. We're at halftime. Lumberjacks leading Rapids by a score of 40-35. And our halftime report is brought to you by Innovative Health in Weston, providing complete chiropractic care to the greater Wausau area. If you've been benched by aches and pains, Innovative Health will get you back in the game with the right adjustments to help you feel better so you can live better. As far as adjustments these two teams need to make, well, both teams have missed the front ends of 1-and-1s a couple of times, and so you're always leaving points on the floor when that happens. For East, you got to get out and defend Zach Mansell. They've stayed in that zone, and it's been pretty effective, but Mansell's hurt him with 3 balls from the corner. And for the Lumberjacks, Connor Lemeran's having a big first half. I don't think Rapids expected to see that much scoring from Lemerand, and they're going to have to slow him down a little bit. In fact, he's the leading scorer for East. We'll get to the numbers here in just a bit, but both teams shooting pretty well here in this first half of basketball, except for those front ends of the 1-and-1s. And our halftime report brought to you by Innovative Health in Weston. And those halftime adjustments brought to us by Innovative Health. We'll take a break, come back. I'll get you the numbers from the first half, and we'll look ahead to what else is on the schedule for these two teams. When we come back, you're watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Sign up for Fleet Rewards for exclusive offers and deals. Earn points every time you shop. 500 points gets you a $5 reward. It's free and easy to sign up, in-store or online. Plus, earn rewards even faster with the Fleet Rewards credit card. Get 4 times the points every time you use your Fleet Rewards credit card. Start shopping and start saving even more with Fleet Rewards at Fleet Farm.
Here at Brickner Motors, in Little Chicago, we will help you order your brand new Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, or Jeep, and get it equipped the way you want it, in the color you've always dreamed of. Whether you choose from our in-stock selection or order factory fresh, quality vehicles at competitive prices are what keep people coming back again and again. Make the drive out to Brickner Motors on Little Chicago's northeast side and let our family take care of your family. You can count on us.
This is my home. I've grown up here. My grandparents always took very, very good care of the house. They worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. You know it's a dirty job, a big job. When I went out there expecting chaos, and I just saw people on their hands and knees, like they literally picked up everything. Whether it was garbage they left or whether it was garbage that was there. It was a top-tier experience.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Buy 3 and get 1 free is back at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Plus, get up to $100 back on a select set of 4 installed Goodyear tires when you use the Goodyear credit card through February 27 at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
I knew I wanted to start an agency that honored those small town values like relationships and service. Our mission is to sell insurance ethically and with integrity to protect our clients' needs today, tomorrow, and in the future.
Not everybody understands insurance, and it's a good day when I can help give peace of mind.
When working with Access Insurance, we are a team, so you don't just get one of us, you get all four of us.
Access Insurance Agency, our business revolves around you.
Tom King back here at the East Gym. We're at halftime. Lumberjacks leading Rapids 40-35. Wisconsin Rapids led by Brody Gilbertson in the first half. He had 11, and Zach Mansell with 11 as well. 6 points for Kobe Verhulst on a couple of three balls. 1 point for Walker Schmidt. 4 points for Colby Dix, and 6 for Peyton Roosh. Rapids was 11 of 24 from the field. And they shot 14 free throws and missed 3 of them. So 11 of 14 from the line for Rapids in that first half. Lumberjacks led by Connor Lemoran. Big first half for Lemoran. He had 15 points. I'll bet he had half dozen rebounds at least in that first half. And he was the only Lumberjack in double figures so far. Xander Klein's got 9. 7 points for Robbie Angeli. 6 for Miles Casey. 5 for Eli Hainish. And 1 point for Tayshawn Williams, who spent much of the first half on the bench in foul trouble. Lumberjacks 15 of 30 from the field and 5 of 8 from the foul line. Rapids has turned the ball over 6 times, East with 2 turnovers. So pretty clean game that way, but we stand at halftime with a 5-point Lumberjack lead at 40-35. We'll take another break, come back, get set for the second half. We'll do that next. You're watching high school boys basketball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Take your education out of the classroom and give New Spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
The first tube was bent in 1968 back in a garage by our house. Shortly after that, we moved into a rented space in a machine shop.
Moving into this building in 2000 at 90,000 square feet.
So right now we sit at 165,000 square feet.
150 employees. Every day we look at how grateful we are to be where we are, but we never forget where we started. Here at J&D Tube Benders, we're a full custom hydraulic tube manufacturer. We can do anything from their simple bent tube component to a fully welded assembly.
Elite Auto Care on Schofield Avenue in Weston offers the best in automotive care and repair. This locally owned and operated repair group features a full staff of ASE certified technicians. They are ready to handle all major and minor repairs to get you back on the road. For any make, any model vehicle, look to Elite Auto Care for repairs. From general maintenance and preventative care like oil changes and tire rotations, to those more challenging issues like air conditioning, brakes, and engine issues. Elite Auto also offers a full selection of tires to fit your vehicle needs. For your next auto needs, turn to Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business, on Schofield Avenue in Schofield.
Hey, Brian Butch called.
Brian Butch?
He really loves Abbey Bank, but he wants to work here.
What are we going to do with him?
I don't know. Let's let him try a few different jobs.
Let's get you that loan. Brian, buddy, you're really good at basketball, but maybe leave the banking to us.
For the very best in craftsmanship and innovative construction, put your trust in Scherer Construction. You'll see their work when you drop your kids at school, visit the public library, drive past the fire station, or even in the industrial park. Scherer Construction has helped countless homeowners with bringing their dreams to life, and hundreds of businesses create beautiful facilities that make our communities shine all throughout Wisconsin. For your next residential, commercial, municipal, or educational construction project, join the countless others who have put their faith in Scherer Construction. Find their location right here in Wausau or online at schererconstruction.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Tom King back here at the East Gym as we get set for the second half. Rapids will have the basketball to begin the second half. Correction on the scoring. I had Connor Lemoran for 15. The scoreboard's got him for 12, but I readjusted and recounted my scorebook. I've got him for 13. So there's a discrepancy of whether or not one was a three-pointer or a two-pointer, I guess. But he's still the leading scorer for East in his first half. Rapids with the basketball. Lumberjacks staying in that zone. Tayshawn Williams back on the floor playing with 3 fouls. And he gets knocked down, but a spin move in Gilbertson, and now we're going to get a warning and a flopping warning against Tayshawn Williams as he went down on the spin move by Gilbertson. He had to avoid a blocking foul there. He didn't want to pick up his 4th right away as Gilbertson had a clear path to the basket, so Williams backed off a little bit, but he did get a flopping warning there. 40-37, 3-point game. Lemoran hands it off. Casey lofts it down low to Williams. Catches to the basket hard. Avoided the contact and got the hoop. Nice body control by Tayshawn Williams right there to get the basket. 42-37. Walker Schmidt, front court, hands it off to Mansell. Mansell had it poked away for a moment and then taken away by Casey. Casey feeds it to Klein, who missed the shot, and the rebound kept alive. Casey runs away with it. Or comes away with it. And Julie in the lane is going to be called for a travel before the shot. 3rd turnover on the Lumberjacks. Our game brought to you in part by Newton Electric. From residential to commercial, industrial to agriculture, Newton Electric in Wausau has been serving central Wisconsin since 1977. Give them a call or find them online at newtonelectric.com. Rapids turns the ball over again. East gets it back before they got it across half court. Klein looking to get it in, and Will to Williams, and now Klein gets it right back. And Julie comes out to the left wing to grab it outside the arc. Tayshawn Williams to the basket, feeds it inside, and they're going to call a travel on Williams before he made the pass. So back-to-back traveling calls against East. Rapids will get the ball back. Front court, Gilbertson. Now Casey knocked it away again. Gilbertson to the basket, put it up, the glass up and in. 15 points for Gilbertson here in the game. Klein. Casey launches a 3. Off the rim, no good. We're going to get a whistle and a foul called on Wisconsin Rapids. Battle for position off the ball. And East will keep it here. Colby Dix is going to come into the game for Wisconsin Rapids. That foul was called on Gilbertson. That's going to be his 2nd. Klein outside, and Julie puts it on the floor. He's going to pull up, take a tough shot. Blocked. Lemoran with the rebound. He got it blocked by the basket twice. And here comes Rapids back the other way. Mansell's going to shoot a 3 and buries it. Zach Mansell hits a 3, and just like that, we're tied up again, 42 all. Zach Mansell with 4 threes on the night. Casey in the paint. Tried to pass it to Williams. It's knocked out of bounds, and it will be Rapids basketball. Lumberjacks with 3 early turnovers here in the second half. East says that was tipped by Wisconsin Rapids. The officials aren't buying it. As we mentioned, this is the second of 3 games in a row for East, and now they're going to get Lemoran on a hand check foul. They lost a 4-point game with Marathon last night. They travel to Monona Grove tomorrow. Next game for Rapids isn't until next Tuesday when they'll take on Hortonville. Gilbertson has it. Backs it out towards center court. Ethan Lopp now in the game for East. Now Gilbertson had it knocked away. He's able to get it back. Take it to the basket, lean in. Williams had to avoid the foul, and he somehow did, and then got the rebound on the miss by Gilbertson. East back the other way. Casey crosses over in the paint, fall away, and hits. Miles Casey, tough shot. Fall away in the lane. 44-42, Lumberjacks by 2. Walker Schmidt, backcourt. Hands it off to Mansell. Long three for Gilbertson. Rimmed out, no good. Long rebound grabbed by Lemerand, who's back out there. And now we're going to get a whistle and officials timeout. One of the Lumberjacks was down on the floor. We're going to get a foul called, I believe. Or maybe not. It's going to be Rapids basketball. Lumberjacks turn it over again. Zach Mansell on the dribble. Lopnow's on him. Mansell goes right around him. He's able to catch up. He hands it off. Case Poteet back in the game. Now bounce pass inside, knocked away by Tayshawn Williams. Our game brought to you by Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Buy 3 and get 1 free tire sale is on now. Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Buy 3 tires, get 1 free. Find your location at SherrillTire.com. Rapids inbounds it. Gilbertson spins. Shot blocked by Williams, and he's going to get the foul. He got the block with the hand and got him with the body, and that's going to be 4 fouls on Tayshawn Williams. So it's going to be sort of a lost game for Tayshawn here tonight. Spent much of the first half on the bench in foul trouble, and now he's going to have to sit down again here with over 14 minutes left to play. First free throw for Gilbertson's a miss. He'll get one more at the Serve Pro free throw line. Xander Klein's going to check in. They're going to leave Williams out there. Lemerand came out of the game. Williams is going to stay out there with his 4 fouls. Gilbertson hits the second. He's been pretty good at the free throw line tonight. It's a 1-point game. Lumberjacks lead by 1. Klein hands it off to Casey. Bullet pass inside to Lobnow. Somehow he got that to go. Somehow that was a dangerous pass. It threaded the needle between 2 defenders. Lobnow able to catch it and put it up, and now we're going to get a reach-in foul called on the Lumberjacks back the other way, and they're going to get Lobnow on the reach-in there. Non-shooting foul. Now Hainish is going to check into the game for Williams. They're going to get him out of there with those 4 fouls. Rapids inbounds it. And Walker Schmidt has it. Lumberjacks content to stay in that zone. Mansell to the wing. Schmidt. Now an overplay and a steal. Lobnow got a piece of that, and they're going to call a jump ball. Xander Klein came away with the ball, and they're going to call a jump. That was a quick whistle by the official right there. They should have let that play out. Klein just ripped the ball out of the hands of Peyton Roosh, but they called a jump ball before that. East has it on the possession arrow. Klein will bring it in the front court. Now Lopnow going to drive right to the basket. Nobody went with him. He puts it up. A little floater up and in for Ethan Lopnow. 48-43, and now we're going to get a whistle and a foul call, and the whistles are mounting here in this second half. That foul is going to be called on Xander Klein. That's his first. 4th team foul already on the Lumberjacks to 1 for Rapids. Schmidt with it. Gilbertson, skip pass to Mansell. He's going to shoot a 3 from out there, and he's going to bury it. Zach Mansell has 5 threes tonight and 17 points. 48-46, East by 2. Casey Hainish way behind the line. Will answer. Eli Hainish, who drained a bunch of threes in the JV game, as we mentioned, has 2 threes here tonight and 8 points in the varsity game as well. He had over 20, I think, in the JV game. And that was 2 steps behind the line at least. Drive to the basket. Angeli made him change that shot. Couple of misses, and then Angeli comes away with it. Casey for 3. Rimmed out, no good. Rapids the rebound. And now we're getting a whistle and a foul in the backcourt called on the Lumberjacks. And we're going to get a timeout called by East. We'll take one as well. Back in a moment. You're watching high school boys basketball, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash on Zaleski Sports.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Tom King back here at the East Gym. Our game also brought to you by Lead Car Toyota of Wausau. Discover unbeatable deals and award-winning service at Lead Car Toyota of Wausau, your full-service destination for everything Toyota, including their state-of-the-art collision center. Find them at North 20th Avenue in Wausau. Rapids will have the basketball out of the timeout. Lumberjacks pressuring the ball. Lincoln able to get it into the front court to the corner. Passing up the three was Colby Dix. They get it down on the baseline. Now kick it back outside. Walker Schmidt with it. He's operating on Casey. Now Mansell gets free in the corner. Steps back. He's going to shoot another three. A little hard. No good that time. Rebound is loose. And Schmidt comes away with it. Now an overplay and a steal by Klein. Ahead of the pack is Casey. He'll get the layup. Casey has fed Klein a couple of times. This time Klein returns the favor after the steal and finds Casey breaking down the court. Rapids back the other way. Now another steal by Casey in an overplay. He leaves it for Klein, who's going to shoot a three. Left it short. Wrong rebound to Casey. Klein gets it back. And he's going to drive in, and they're going to get a foul called. That's going to be called on Peyton Roosh, I think. They haven't put up the foul yet. Carter Braun coming back into the game. And Case Poteet comes back in for Wisconsin Rapids. East looking to get it in. And they will to Lopp now. Back outside. Hainish for three. 3 steps behind the line. No. Klein with an offensive rebound. Feeds it to Anjuli. Puts it off the glass. Yes, and a foul. Robbie Anjuli will head to the Serve Pro free throw line for one here and try to convert the three-point play. That foul called on Roosh. Free throw is up and in. 10 points for Anjuli tonight so far. 11-18 to play. 10-point lead now for the Lumberjacks. We were tied just a few moments ago, and now we're going to get a whistle, and Rapids wants a timeout. We'll take one as well. Back in a moment, you're watching high school boys basketball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Tom King back here at the East Gym, where the Lumberjacks have extended their advantage now to 10 points, 56-46. 13 points for Connor Lemoran, 10 for Robbie Anjuli, and 10 for Miles Casey. Rapids inbounds it. Here's Brody Gilbertson. Now he'll back it out. Mansell. Stutter step dribble. Dribbles to the wing. Back out on top to Gilbertson. He wants to drive in the lane. Tough shot against Anjuli. No. East with the rebound. Back the other way. Lob now to the wing. Casey for three. And he drains it. Miles Casey knocks down a three-pointer. 7 points in the half and 13 in the game for Casey now. 59-46. Mansell to Gilbertson. They get it down on the wing. Now Gilbertson gets it back. He's going to pass inside. Shot partially blocked, but they're going to get a foul on Eli Hainish. Going to be the second foul on Hainish, and Rapids will shoot free throws here. Looks like it's Case Poteet at the line for a couple of foul shots at the Serve Pro free throw line. Nick Thomas comes into the game for East. Second free throw is good. 59-47 Lumberjacks. Xander Klein wants a clear out here. They're going to try to post up Anjuli underneath. Now they're going to send him. Klein wants to operate on his man here, try to take him off the dribble. Now he nearly loses the handle on it. Now he needs some help. Anjuli at the elbow and a miscommunication. Anjuli thought Klein was going to cut to the basket. He didn't go, and they throw it out of bounds. Seventh turnover on the Lumberjacks. Rapids gets it back here with 10:05 to play. Gilbertson front court. Mansell nearly lost the handle on it. Now he's got to kick it back outside. Gilbertson looks to penetrate, instead kicks it to the wing. Thomas pokes it away, goes out of bounds. Last touch by East. Rapids will keep it. Our game brought to you by Hafferman Learning Center. When school feels overwhelming, families need support they can trust. Hafferman Learning Center provides personalized academic tutoring and skill development to help students feel confident, capable, and supported. Find more at HaffermanLearningCenter.com. To the wing, three-ball launch from there. That's going to be off the mark, no good. Mick Thomas goes up and gets the rebound. Hainish front court. Now a long three for Casey. That's off the mark, no good. Thomas with another rebound. Cooper Schmidt in the game for East. Hainish is going to drive, lean in, tough shot, no. And Julie had the rebound poked out of his hand. Rapids comes away with it. Back the other way, nice feed, shot put up and in. Good ball movement that time by Rapids, and Roosh got a layup. 59-49, 10-point game once again. Thomas is going to launch a long one. Off the mark, no good. I'm not sure that's what Dan Garrett wants at this point. Launching long threes from 2 or 3 steps behind the line early, and now a drive by Gilbertson, and he gets it to go. And just like that, it's an 8-point game again. Lumberjacks got to work some clock and work for a good shot here. No sense in launching long threes early in a possession when you're up by 8 or 10. Casey's got it. Pick and pop, and Julie kicks it to Thomas. He's going to launch another three. Left that one short as well, and Rapids with another rebound. We go under 8 minutes to play now. Gilbertson wants to go baseline, hangs in the air, kicks it back outside. 3-ball launch from there, up and in. Case Poteet knocks down a 3, and Rapids clawing their way back again. It's 59-54. Casey. Hainish, he's going to launch a 3. That's going to be off the mark. Casey, though, pulls away the offensive board. 3 busts, and he finally got one to go, and he emphasizes that. Lumberjacks really needed that one. Now a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. Back in a moment. You're watching high school boys basketball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff, because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
And we're back here at the Wausau East Gym. Our game also brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. If the salt on the roads is wreaking havoc on your vehicle, it can really damage your vehicle, so keep it clean with the help of the Tommy Club membership. Unlimited washes for one low monthly price in Weston, Wausau, Plover, and Stevens Point. Download the app today for 1 month free. Free vacuums, free automatic mat washers, all in less than 2 minutes. That's Tommy's Express Car Wash. Wisconsin Rapids with the basketball. Lumberjacks leading by 8. Walker Schmidt. Gilbertson's going to operate. Wants to go baseline, and they're going to call him for palming the basketball. You don't see that call often. We've seen it twice tonight. 11th turnover on Wisconsin Rapids. Klein right back to Anjuli into the front court to the wing. Casey thought about the three. Now he's going to shoot it. That's going to be off the mark. Rapids with the rebound. Another quick three launched by the Lumberjacks. Gilbertson wants to attack right to the basket. Lost the handle on it. Poked away by Cooper Schmidt. Casey takes it to the basket. That's got to be a goaltend, and it will be. Should be a goaltend. Are they going to call a foul too? Referees are going to talk about it. Should be a goaltend. No foul. They're going to call the goaltend, so Casey's shot is good after it was blocked off the backboard. And the lead back to 10 for the Lumberjacks, 64-54 with 6:40 to play. And that was another turnover on Wisconsin Rapids. That's 12. Gilbertson backcourt. Baseline Mansell is going to launch a 2 on the baseline, left that short and got the rebound. Gilbertson back to Mansell. He's going to launch a long 3. In and out, no good. Rapids with the long rebound. They'll regroup. Gilbertson had it poked away. Now they're going to get a foul called. I think they got Cooper Schmidt out of reach in either he or Casey. It's going to be on Casey. That'll be the second foul on Miles, and it's going to be free throws now for Wisconsin Rapids. Rapids only has 3 team fouls. That's the 7th on East, so Raiders are going to be in the bonus for the rest of the way. If you're going to make up a deficit, that's one way to do it, of course. First free throw is up and in. Gilbertson will get another. He's been at the line 10 times tonight. He's 8 out of 10 from the free throw line. He's got 19 points, make it 20. 20 points for Gilbertson here. 64-56 Lumberjacks. And Julie. Cooper Schmidt to the wing. And Casey travels with the basketball. He says he didn't. I think that was one of those ones that looked weird. It wasn't a travel, but it looked like it, so they call it. That's 8 turnovers on the Lumberjacks. Cooper Schmidt comes out. Hainish is back in. Skip pass, and Lemoran went for the steal, and he's going to get a foul. Reach-in foul on Connor Lemoran, and you don't want to tell East to be less aggressive in going for steals, but every foul now is going to send Rapids to the free throw line. 1-and-1 coming here for Gilbertson, and he's been good at the line. First one's up and in. And you can come back without the clock moving. Obviously, that's the way you want to do it if you've got a big deficit to come back from. Gilbertson will get one more here. Got them both. 64-58, 6-point game. It was 10 points just a couple of minutes ago. Now a bad pass and a steal. Rapids attacks the basket. Nice feed. Shot put up and in. Colby Dix gets the hoop on the steal. Lumberjacks attack. They get it to Lemoran. He leans in. A lot of contact. They let him play on, and Julie grabs it, and they're going to call a jump ball. Rapids will have it on the possession arrow. Lemoran went to the basket. Looked like he got hammered pretty good, but they let him play on. And so now Wisconsin Rapids has the ball, trailing only by 4. Been a bad minute here for the Lumberjacks, who had a 10-point lead and has watched it disappear. Lincoln front court. Bounce pass down low. Dix fakes, gets Hainish up in the air, no, but a foul. And Eli Hainish will get the foul, and Colby Dix will go to the line to shoot 2 here. 5:11 to play. Still only 3 team fouls on Wisconsin Rapids. We're going to get a timeout here. We'll take one as well. Back in a moment. You're watching high school boys basketball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Tom King back here at the East Gym, where Wisconsin Rapids trying to get off the schneid in the Wisconsin Valley Conference tonight. They're 0-6 in the conference coming in, but they have been nothing if not resilient in this game. They've been down by 10, they've been down by 8 a number of times, and they've been able to cut the deficit each time, and now they trail by 4, but they're at the free throw line. Colby Dix at the line for 2 here. First one's up and in. He's got 7 points. He'll get one more. It's up and in. And it's a 2-point game. Lumberjacks in the second half have been sloppy with the ball, and they've taken too many quick threes early in possessions. Casey, now he's going to launch another one. No good. Long rebound, though. Casey gets his own rebound, and then he gets fouled. Non-shooting foul, so East will inbound it. Obviously, their strategy is to take the first good open look they have and shoot it. And Julie thought about the 3, passed it up. Now he gets it back inside, leans in, puts it up. No. And Rapids with the rebound. Quickly ahead. Ball knocked away for a moment. Rapids is able to keep it. 3-ball launch by Mansell, and he hits it. Zach Mansell with another 3. And Wisconsin Rapids has the lead, 65-64. They've erased a 10-point deficit in just a couple of minutes here. And now Anjuli gets fouled, non-shooting foul. Six 3-pointers on the night for Zach Mansell. And he's got 20 points. Lumberjacks inbound it. Try to get it into Anjuli. It's knocked away. Casey comes away with it. Hainish crosses over, picks up his dribble inside, ball knocked away. Klein gets it back, no, but a foul, and Xander Klein will go to the line. He'll shoot 2 at the Serve Pro free throw line here with 4:16 to play. Lumberjacks trailing by 1, but Klein at the line for 2 shots. Our game brought to you by Valley Communities Credit Union. For 90 years, Valley Communities Credit Union has been part of your hometown team. Local, trusted, and strong. Valley Communities Credit Union, where community comes first. Federally insured by NCUA. Klein misses the first free throw. Lobnow is going to come back into the game for Hainish. Second foul shot for Klein. He missed them both, and Julie gets the rebound but gets fouled before he goes back up with it. Non-shooting foul, but now Rapids is catching up in the foul department. That is the 7th team foul, so it is a bonus now, and Julie's going to have to earn them both. He's 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 from the line tonight. First one's on the way. It's up and in. So second foul shot coming for Anjuli here. In and out, no good. Rebound to Wisconsin Rapids. We are tied at 65 with 4:10 to play. Gilbertson's going to go to the basket. Off the glass, up and in. Gilbertson, leading scorer on this Rapids team, went right to the hoop that time and got it to go. They lead by 2 again. Klein, front court. Lob now. And a timeout called by East. We'll keep it right here. Rapids fans are excited. Not a big student section here from Wisconsin Rapids, but those that are into it now, as Wisconsin Rapids can smell a possible upset here at the East Gym. Our game is brought to you in part by Backus Family Chiropractic in Rothschild, providing personalized chiropractic care no matter what issue your body is battling, from migraines and anxiety to stress or a wide variety of youth issues. Let Backus Family Chiropractic give you back the life you deserve. Other games in the Valley tonight: Marshfield's at DC Everest, Wausau West playing at Stevens Point. That Marshfield-Everest game should be a good one. Lumberjacks back at it tomorrow on the road at Monona Grove. They've got 3 road games now in a row: Monona Grove, Wausau West, and Lakeland, before they finish with 4 games at home. But the 4 home games is really a tough slog to finish the season. They've got 2 games against Marshfield. One's a makeup. They've got a game against Everest, and they've got a game against Fox Valley Lutheran. Yeah, they're all here at the East Gym, but they're all against really good teams. That's going to be a tough stretch to finish the season for the Lumberjacks. Next game for Wisconsin Rapids is next Tuesday as they take on Hortonville. East will have the basketball out of the timeout, trailing by 2. Lob now with it. Casey trying to post up Angeli. Rapids is surrounding him. Now Casey's going to drive. Got it stripped and a reach-in foul called. Gilbertson went to for the steal. It's going to be a foul on Gilbertson. That's 3 on him, and Miles Casey will go to the line to shoot 2 here. Big free throws right here with 3:38 to play. Plenty of time. I mean, the lead could change 5 times in that time. And once again, Lumberjacks struggling at the free throw line here in the second half. Casey misses the first. That's 4 misses here in the second half for the Lumberjacks. And 7 misses for the game. Second one's on the way. You got that one to go. 1-point game. Rapids up 67-66. Walker Schmidt on the dribble. Mansell going to drive down the lane, now kick it back outside. And we're going to get a traveling violation. They're going to say Mansell traveled with the basketball. 13 turnovers on the Raiders, and East gets it back here with a chance to take the lead. Klein to Lop now. Little half-court trap being set up here. And Julie front court. Lemoran right back to Anjuli. Spins, nice spin move, left it short, but a foul, and he'll go to the line. Little spin move for Robbie Anjuli, and he left it a little bit short, but he did get fouled. That foul's going to be called on Peyton Roosh. That's his 3rd. And Anjuli, with a couple of big free throws here, can give East the lead. First one's on the way, and that's off, no good. And the free throw woes continue here for the Lumberjacks. Both teams with 9 team fouls now. So the double bonus is looming for both squads. Second free throw is up and in for Anjuli. He ties the game here at 67. Gilbertson brings it ahead for the Raiders. Bounce pass inside. Yes, and a foul. Lemoran got beat inside. They got the ball into Case Poteet. He puts it up and in and draws the foul. And he'll get a chance to give Rapids a 3-point lead. Lemoran picks up the foul, his 3rd. And at the Serve Pro free throw line is junior Case Poteet. First one's up and in. Actually, the only one is up and in. It was a three-point play. Basket was good. 70-67. Three-point game. Lumberjacks break the pressure, and Julie nearly has it knocked away. Went up. Boy, that had to be a travel or a jump ball. Instead, they let him play on, and Julie goes to the basket and gets fouled, and he'll go back to the line. I'm not quite sure what that was. And Julie left the floor, it looked like, and he got tied up, so you'd think it would have been a travel or a jump ball. Instead, they let him play on, and then Aunt Julie gets the foul. And I believe that's going to be 5 fouls. Yeah, it is. 5 fouls on Colby Dix. So he fouls out. So that allows the Rapids to huddle up a bit here and pick who they're going to put in the game. It's going to be Peyton Roosh who will check back in here for Wisconsin Rapids. 2:37 to play, 3-point lead for Wisconsin Rapids, looking for their first Valley Conference win of the year. It seems to me a few years ago there was a similar situation where Wisconsin Rapids was struggling and upset East here at the East Gym. And Julie hits the first free throw. I mean, it's not like it would be a major upset. I mean, the Lumberjacks have struggled with wins and losses too. Second free throw, no good. Rebound is loose, and they're going to get Aunt Julie over the top going for that rebound. I mean, the Lumberjacks are just 2-3 in the conference, 4-12 overall. Rapids 0-6 in the conference, 3-13 overall. So both teams have struggled this year. And now back to the free throw line for Wisconsin Rapids. 2 shots coming in the double bonus. Let's see who that is at the line. Walker Schmidt knocks down the first free throw. He'll get one more, and it's a 3-point game once again. He can make it a 2-possession game right here. Back bracketed, no good. The rebound grabbed away by Lobnow. Rapids had a chance for that rebound, but Lobnow came away with it. 3-point game. Lobnow gets tied up and then throws it away too hard. He was trying to pass it over the top of a double team, and he put too much mustard on it, and it went out of bounds. Lumberjacks turn it over. That's 10 turnovers on East, and Rapids gets the ball back here with 2:26 to play, leading by 3. And they'll get it into Gilbertson. Brody Gilbertson will back it into the front court. He's going to take it hard to the basket. Now spins and kicks it outside. Walker Schmidt for 3. Left it short. Lemoran pulls away the big rebound. Now Klein's going to bring it ahead. We go under 2 minutes to play. Klein front court. Bounce pass to Lobnow. Back outside to Klein. High post Aunt Julie. It's knocked away, and now we're going to get a whistle and a foul called on Xander Klein. He telegraphed that pass at the feet of Aunt Julie, and it was poked away by Gilbertson. Klein fouls Gilbertson, and he's going to have to go to the free throw line and shoot 2 here. And once again, he can make it a 2-possession game with 1:53 to play. In and out, no good. He's been good at the line tonight, too, and he's been there a bunch. Hanisch comes back into the game for offense for the Lumberjacks. 3-point shooting threat. That's going to be short, but Rapids with an offensive rebound on the miss. Shot goes up, and now a foul. Gilbertson missed both free throws, but it was Peyton Roosh who went up and got the offensive board, went back up and drew the foul. And that's 4 fouls on Connor Lemoran, but more important, Roosh is at the free throw line and once again can make it a 2-possession game, and he does. Hits the first free throw. (72-68). Second free throw coming. That's up and in. He got them both. And Julie front court. Hands it off to Casey. Hainish nearly stolen away. Casey's going to launch a long three. Off the bracket, no good. Rapids with the rebound. Time running out here for the Lumberjacks now. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. Rapids will have it with 1:31 to play, up by 5. And we're going to get a timeout. We'll take one as well. Back in a moment. You're watching high school boys basketball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call to your first sip to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Find auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable, with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
And we're back here at the East Gym, where Wisconsin Rapids is looking at their first conference win of the year. If they can protect this lead over the last 1:31, they lead at 73-68, and they have the basketball. They throw it all the way in the backcourt. The Mansell beats it. Lemerand down the court and lays it up and in. Mansell released, and they got him the basketball, and he lays it up and in, and Rapids in command right now. Down low, they get it to Lemerand. He gets fouled. He's going to go to the line. Fouled by Roosh. Connor Lemerand will shoot 2 here. Both teams in the double bonus. Lemerand rattles the first one home. That's his first point of the second half. He had 13 in the first half. Second foul shot coming. He got them both. It's a 5-point game, 75-70. Gilbertson gets it into Mansell. He's going to hurry it down the court. Bounce pass inside. Knocked away by Lemerand. East comes away with it. They get it ahead. Hainish has it. And Julie, double team comes. Feeds it inside to Lemerand. He puts it up and in. Nice feed from Anjuli to Lemerand. And now Lemerand knocks the ball out of bounds. He says the ball was tipped by Rapids, and he got excited. He's got to be careful. He's going to get teed up here. They're going to give the ball to Wisconsin Rapids. East crowd doesn't like that. They thought the ball was tipped. Rapids will get the basketball, leading by 3. Gilbertson gets it in. Now the question is, if you're East, when do you foul here? Walker Schmidt. Gilbertson. Going to keep the ball in his hands if they can. Gilbertson to Mansell. Mansell and Gilbertson have been the 2 offensive forces for Rapids here tonight. They're going to spread the floor and force East to foul if they want to. They're going to have to pretty soon here. Casey's trying to foul. 30 seconds. And now an overplay and a steal. They're going to get a foul. Miles Casey's going to get a foul on that steal attempt as Xander Klein was going in for a layup. They get the foul call on Miles Casey, and Rapids is back at the free throw line. Walker Schmidt will shoot 2. 29.1 seconds to play, 3-point advantage here. And Schmidt can make it a 2-possession game again. And he does. Schmidt has 3 points all at the free throw line, and 2 of them have been big ones here in this second half. Second one's on the way, and it's up and in. He got them both. And once again, it's a 5-point game, 77-72. Tough for the Lumberjacks now. Klein with it. They're going to have to hurry. Klein in the lane outside. Casey's going to launch a 3. He got it. Casey knocks down a 3. We get a timeout called, and we'll keep it right here. 16.7 seconds remaining, and Miles Casey hits a 3 to make it a 2-point game. 19 points on the night for Miles Casey, including three three-pointers, none bigger than that one right there, to give East hope at least. Now they're going to have to set up and try to get a steal. If you don't get the steal right away, you're going to have to foul. Zach Mansell and Brody Gilbertson having big offensive games for Wisconsin Rapids. Peyton Rush has 10 points as well for the Raiders. Connor Lemrand I've got him for 17. The scoreboard has him for 16. We're going to talk about that. Casey's got 19. 13 points for Anjuli. (77-75) Wisconsin Rapids. 16.7 seconds remaining. Walker Schmidt looking to get it in, still looking, and they get it into Mansell. He nearly traveled with the basketball. It probably did. Now they're going to get a foul. Mansell bobbled that pass, and that could have very easily been called a travel. They let him play on, and foul called on the Lumberjacks, and Wisconsin Rapids will go back to the free throw line here with 11 and a half seconds to play. This is Roosh at the free throw line. Make that Poteet at the free throw line. First one's out, no good. Which gives East hope. The most it can be is a 3-point lead. That's if he makes it. Lumberjack student section has awakened. He makes that one. It's a 3-point game, and now Rapids is going to call a timeout. 78-75, 11.5 seconds to play. Wisconsin Rapids, coming into tonight, had lost 3 in a row. Their last game earlier this week, a 63-44 loss to the Rhinelander Hodags. As we mentioned, they are 0-6 in the Wisconsin Valley Conference, 3-13 overall. Now the Lumberjacks, 2-3 in the conference, 4-12 overall. And they're coming off a loss last night to Marathon. Which was a 4-point game here at the East Gym. And the Lumberjacks have to get on a bus and go down to Monona Grove tomorrow. Talk about having tired legs tomorrow. To see if Dan Garrett goes deeper in his bench tomorrow, but (78-75) Rapids. East will have the basketball with a chance to tie it with a three-pointer. Mick Thomas on the floor. Hainish is out there. Casey and Klein, the 4 3-point shooters, are out there. Klein, Klein on the dribble, and he's going to get fouled. They're not going to give him a chance to shoot a 3 and tie it. They're going to send him to the free throw line to shoot 2. Smart play right there by Wisconsin Rapids. Xander Klein will be at the line to shoot 2 here, but they trail by 3. 7.3 seconds remaining. Foul was called on Roosh, and he fouls out. So now, if you're Klein, now your question is, do you make both of them, or if you make the first one, do you miss the second one on purpose and try to get a rebound? First one is up and in. It rattled around, but it fell in. And it's a 2-point game, 78-76. Now what do you do? He puts it up and in. 1-point game, and now they have to go for the steal or a quick foul. The clock's running. Inbound ball. Mansell's going to be fouled with 2.3 seconds to play. The clock was running. The clock was running while the Rapids player was attempting to inbound the ball, and the East bench and the East fans are furious. That's a good 4 or 5 seconds off the clock there. I think they're going to put time back on the clock here. Rapids is going to go back to the free throw line. Once again, they can make it a two-possession game with 2 free throws here. Are they going to put time back on the clock? Apparently not. 2.3 seconds remaining on the clock. Wow. First free throw, Mansell is up and in. 2-point game. Can make it a 3-point game. East will still have a shot to tie it with a long 3. Missed it. The rebound grabbed by Hainish. He's going to shoot it. And that just missed. That looked like it had a chance, but Wisconsin Rapids is going to win their first Valley game of the year as they knock off the Lumberjacks here tonight by a score of 79-77. We'll catch up with...
Join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
And we're back here on the Merrill Steel postgame show. We're waiting for Rapids head coach Phil Jagielo. We're going to player of the game as well. We're going to get Zach Mansell out here after his big game here tonight. Wisconsin Rapids comes in here to the East Gym on senior night and pulls out the victory, 79-77. Hard-fought win, and they had to come from behind a couple of times to do it. They were down 10 twice. They were down 8 a number of times in this game. And they showed the resilience to bounce back. They forced some turnovers. They knocked down their free throws late. and were able to get their first Valley Conference win of the season here tonight. And it was a big night for Zach Mansell. I believe he had 23 points on the night. Brody Gilbertson with a big night offensively for Wisconsin Rapids as well. But making your free throws down the stretch was important, and something the Lumberjacks didn't do for much of the game tonight. They missed a bunch of free throws in this one that would have helped them in a close game, obviously, and it just wasn't to be here tonight for this Lumberjack squad. They had 4 players in double figures, and they were led by Miles Casey, who had 19 on senior night. But the story tonight is Wisconsin Rapids as we await the coach and Zach Mansell to talk about the win here tonight. The resilience of players to keep coming to practice and keep preparing and keep working hard when you're not getting a lot of success in the win-loss column. And that's a big part of what high school sports is. The ability to, it's easy to come to practice, it's easy to work when everything's going well and you're winning games and things are coming easy. But when you go out night after night and get pounded on and your losses are in double figures, your wins are few and far between, sometimes it's hard to keep interested in practice, especially late in the season when we're getting into February here. We're getting, maybe 3 weeks away from tournament time. The idea that the situation where you would come into practice and work hard and keep playing hard every game, it gets tougher. And that's where resilience is such a big part of high school athletics. And Wisconsin Rapids certainly showed that here tonight. I got the coach, and I see Zach Mansell coming out here now. And we'll get some comments from them before we wrap things up here tonight. And we'll bring in Wisconsin Rapids coach Phil Chagalo right now. Talk about resilience. I was just talking about the resilience of high school athletes and having to deal with, a down season. You didn't think your first conference win was going to come in February, and yet here we are. And they were able to come back from numerous deficits tonight and pull this one out.
Yeah, I think we're a little bit better than our record says. We're really trying to flip the culture in Wisconsin Rapids, and winning flips that a little bit quicker. We talk winning all the time, even though we're a three-win team headed in here. We had three-win team headed in here. We don't play to the scoreboard. These guys, man, I love these guys. They give me and our staff everything they got every day. And we're just trying to change the way they think that winning is hard, and it was such a good win for us tonight to be resilient and come back from a deficit like that.
Knocking down free throws, too, is such a big part of the game. East missed some free throws. You guys made some down the stretch, and that really proved to be the difference tonight.
Yeah, it's a spot that our program hasn't been in a lot over the last few years as far as, being in tight games and having to step to the line. You can't simulate that pressure. You can't, no matter what you say in practice, no matter what you try to put them under. And it speaks to these guys, man. We got some of the coolest guys in the league, I think, that they're just calm demeanors. Sometimes I wish they'd get a little more aggressive, but in those moments right there, man, cool under pressure, talk about it.
Well, congratulations. Go enjoy with your team.
Appreciate you.
Let's bring in some guys in the house here. Zach Mansell knocking down threes tonight. You were feeling the shot.
Oh, yeah. I'm always feeling the shot, especially in practices where it gets very competitive. And with Phil as our coach, he really pushes us to our limits, and that's, I think, how we got to the level that we are right now. And as a shooter, as myself, I keep shooting, shoot to stay hot.
Shooters have to shoot, right?
Exactly.
You guys were down 10 a couple of times in this game. Talk about what you were talking about at that point and how to come back, especially with not a lot of success in the win-loss column this year.
Keeping our composure and trying to control ourselves with our selfish-ish shots and playing as a team. And I know our record's probably not the best, but we're very competitive no matter what our record is.
Let's bring Brody Gilbertson here to another big offensive performance for the leading scorer on the team. And you made a lot of free throws tonight. You got to the line and you were able to knock down a lot of those free throws, and that proved to be a big difference.
Yeah, just being relaxed at the line, not worrying too much about it. Big breath, take a little smile, knock them in for the team when we needed it the most tonight.
How about attacking that zone? They stayed in the zone most of the night, and you guys were able to attack it pretty well, get some inside looks, and then knock down the threes outside as well.
Yeah, it's pretty easy when this kid makes every shot. 7 threes tonight? But, we knew coming into this that we were going to be playing a zone. East always zones us. We didn't know if it was boxing 1 or 2-3, but shoot our way out of the zone. They go man at the end, and we know how to play against man. So.
All right, you know how in the house works?
Yes, sir. I'm Brody Gilbertson, and I'm in the house.
I'm Zach Mansell, and I'm in the house.
All right, that's going to wrap things up here tonight from Wausau East. Congratulations to Wisconsin Rapids as they get their first conference win of the night, and it was a thriller here tonight. 2-point win, and they held off the Lumberjacks, coming back from a 10-point deficit twice in the game to pull out the victory. Thanks for watching. That's what's going to be happening here tonight. East is back at it tomorrow on the road at Monona Grove, and Rapids back at it on Tuesday against Hortonville. I'm Tom King, and you've been watching high school boys basketball on Zaleski Sports.